Alright, well, for me, I'm live, and I am not seeing. Oh, yeah, look at that. We are live. Yeah, we are live. Hello everyone, and welcome to another coding session. Today I'll be actually not coding Consort, but coding a programming language of my own called Vexor. It initially was called Apex, but now it's called Vexor. And yeah, I have made some pretty good progress. We are already able to compile down to assembly, of course without any optimizations. And yeah, it's 24 lines. Or actually, most like these few lines are actually hard coded. Same with these two. And this is all hard coded, and that's for reasons that I'll get into later. Well, I could say right now. The first one is hard coded because otherwise it doesn't understand that we can. Because otherwise we need to do EAX, and my thing is really glitchy. Because otherwise we aren't having access to 64-bit registers, and now we are. Same with the segment BSS. We get every variable in the list, and we do that by every time we come across a variable definition with an instruction. We save its name. We get its name, and we get its bit width, which for now is just set at 64. Any other bit width we can't get. And yeah, we make a variable, we set the bit width, which is a string, so we can just, give it to fmt, and then now compile it, and we set its name, and then we push it back, and then we give that back, which results in this message being shown. So I'd say that's pretty good progress, and I was just working off screen on designing the lowering of the IR, because now we're still pretty high and we want to be able to go even lower so we can have so it's more optimized and not this janky piece of shit. We'll go ahead and set it like that. That's purely because I like it. And also we are going to keep it, but we are going to set the defaults to ELF, because I'm actually making my own ELF compiler. I can show you right now, and oh yeah, it's also pretty handy if you make an announcement live on YouTube. What's my watch V274 DS2 and UZLHS? And what are we doing? We're doing compiler development. And yeah, now the stream has officially started. And yeah. So what I was saying is we need to define this. And I've already defined the MIR and the lower function, the toString function. And this one's for the lowering, and this one is the toString function. So yes, let's just. Oh yeah, also I need to do minst, but I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm going to do in there. Yeah, we don't have any in the MIR. We just need to implement toString and lower. So well, lowers there, and vex ir to string, and yeah, we can go ahead and essentially copy some of the code that we have in here if my thing does it. Thank you very much. And I forgot, like, it's very simple syntax. If you want to check it out, all of the steps that we do are in the databss, are in the AST text file, where you can also see like what we are doing in there, and like the AST that was generated from it. And if you, and like for future things, when this is done, I'm going to delete the AST.txt. And yeah, and so for future things, I have two flags. One is print IR and the other is print AST. And yeah, we don't really need. And yeah, and then so that's that. a good start. So we go through every instruction in the children, and we can access them directly because, well, we are in the IR class itself. And then we do out the instruction dot toString. Yeah, toString. Then we, well, no, not dot. Yeah, wait a minute. This is not the correct one. We need to actually define like the mir with as return, and then we return dot add child a yeah, that's the thing that we're gonna get back from the initializer method. So what we essentially do is we don't need toString. So we can go ahead and remove that. Oh, not fast enough. And then just generate a new machine instruction. Machine instruction from the instruction itself, and it's gonna contain like that. And now we're gonna return the red. What we also need to do is maybe we could call like in the IR we have the IR type, which I will go ahead and just copy right before it so we can actually see what we're doing. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah, to actually have a lower for every, and not return IR but return instruction, which we can't do, however. And then we I need to make that, and then we switch on the type. And if we have a case function or an instruction, we can go ahead and do that. And then yeah, I believe that we can then go through every child. So So for every children, not that, IR I in the children, we can go ahead and do I dot lower and then append that to return. So return dot push back the lower I version. But maybe not even that. Because in here we have children. Wait, this needs to be redesigned. This has not been, wait, we can actually just take a look at how we do that. Well, that's a void, so that's not gonna work. We had like a linked list. I don't think that that's gonna work, because I want to be able to emit one and not everything, and of course it crashed. No. So what if instead we don't do that, but we save like one and we just do this in there. Yeah, like this whole thing we cut, and no, don't do it. That's something from school. Luckily it was behind my face cam, so you can't see it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and actually place something behind my face cam to make sure that you guys can't see anything that I can't see anything that you also can't see. Yeah, so that's enough. Yeah. Like that. So now I can't see what you guys also can't see. Oh well. Yeah, that's not really gonna work. It is. But luckily it's just the right hand side of my terminal, so yeah, I don't use anything. But yeah, what if we just are gonna have like a linked list? Like just do a linked list of things. So we are gonna save a linked list of it for the third or fourth time. And then we have like a, yeah, I still need something with what I can emit. So that one is good correctly. So are we just going to have minst emit like directly in this file, or are we going to have like a IR that's gonna emit? Well, no, because this one also has lower, so I guess that it makes sense. So we lower the IR, and then in here I also want a function with lower. Well, what's that going to return actually? Because like IR that gets lowered is returning an M instruction, and we need to also that one we don't see. Yeah, maybe it's like smart to save like the IR itself, so we can parse that one on true, and I will go ahead and make class IR. Not that. Forward declarations. So we save the IR. Not like that, like this. Underscore IR, the IR. And when we call lower on it, yeah, we're gonna call lower, which is gonna return like that. But yeah, I don't know anymore. I'm way too confused. So we call ir.lower, and we save this into a machine instruction. But we first need to call like that, and then we can call dot lower wait, no. Yeah, sorry. This one is gonna be the lowered IR. I'm just way too confused, actually. So this one doesn't need a reference to an IR, because we are going to do one huge linked list, because we have like add child and get children, and get children is going to be void emit, which is just going to be a to do, and yeah, format print to do vex minst emit, and we go ahead and exit with one. And well, it's dropping 0 frames. And it's just my laptop being weird, because I have like my other laptop right here, and that's like seeing for the chat, and actually seeing something else. And ooh, that's not good actually. There's like a huge, like this bit. Yeah, I can't change it right now. No, wait a minute, that was yeah, I can, however, increase the size of it like a bit, so it's still like is fully functional for me, but also you guys can see that. And it's, thank you. Yeah. No, it's way too slow. So what we call is, we call ir.lower, and that returns the m instruction. And instead of that, we're gonna do minst.emit. And we probably need to save that somewhere, but for now, yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. I can't be bothered. And yeah, so the lower returns a big linked list of m instruction, which, yeah, like that. Which we switch on the type, and then we do not do that. We do add instruction, because it isn't like not add instruction, add child of the lowered IR. Yeah, and essentially if it's like 0, then it's not gonna be doing anything. So function. What is a function? I can go ahead and bring up Notepad. So a function is basically yeah, in assembly a function is like assembly doesn't have functions really. They're more of like labels. So you can jump to a label and that's it, you can call a label. So that's how they're gonna be there. So I need to have like token as operands. So yeah, we include vector, so we can't do that. Vector of a token with operands, because we aren't going to save the name. I just want to write all of the operands out. With every operand that we get, yeah, every operand that we get, we space a comma between them. But if the current operand is the 0th operand, so we have like name, OP, and another OP, we need to actually go ahead and remove that comma. So 0th, and if it is the 0th, then we're gonna do a space. This is more like in there. So that's for the insert. But a function, well, basically, yeah, it's just gonna be an add operand, which I need to copy these. Operands and operands, and replace that one with a token, which I could token, and actually go ahead and append a vector in front of it to make it part of the vector. So now that that's handled, we are going to go ahead and do return dot add operands with the, how do we save those? So it's a IR. No, not that, it needs to be string. So it's gonna be all kinds of strings. So it's not that, it's a standard string. That was hard. So it's gonna add an operand of, yeah, just essentially the format global, because we need to specify that it's global. Name, new line, then the name, and then that, and then that, which we are going to do as underscore name. I believe that was the correct thing to call. And yeah, we can now go ahead and test it. And give we have another one of those. It's gonna try also installing it, because I set it to install it, but that's not the correct. So it's trying to build it, but it can't. Why not? Oh, there we go. It's it can actually go ahead and build it. Why is it constantly rebuilding x86? I don't like that. Yeah, on IR with no type. Oh yeah, cause yeah, I don't have like a constructor or destructor. I actually find destructors very weird. Like, of course it's gonna exit and remove all the variables. Why would you need to do it yourself? I just find that very stupid, actually. So yes, gonna try and building it again. And if it's working correctly, we should get an error with that. Or I did not go ahead and remove all of it, so now it is. Or it's gonna give me more errors that I need to fix. Yeah. And for like the command line arguments parsing, because it's gonna be building for a long time, I actually used a open source library called CLOPS, Command Line Option Parser. It's made by this amazing guy called Charade, and yeah, he's just really helpful for everything. Red was not going to scope. Wait, it's trying to do things that I wanted to do, but it isn't doing. Is it? Oh my god, it's because of one silly spelling mistake. But as I was saying, the command line option parser library is made by Charade. Yeah. Here's the link. I go ahead and actually write it. So CLOPS. That's like the command line option parser, and yeah. Oh, I didn't provide enough arguments also. Charade made it, a really good programmer, helped me with understanding, well actually not him, but he and a couple more guys or girls, I don't know. Helped me understand how to make my own compiler, and they even encouraged me to make my own. But yeah, as operand, oh yeah, I don't. It's not having add operands. Guess operands. Yeah. He even encouraged me to make my own compiler, like I was saying. So thank you, Charade, for actually helping me do that. I will also go ahead and leave the link in the description, which I can't. Yeah. Just it's in the chat. And if you can't find it, I'll just say that in the comments, and I'll give you the link again to it. That's also pretty sus. It's rebuilding the x8664.cc.object, but we didn't check. Oh wait a minute, because I'm still selecting it. Yes. IR, it's supposed to rebuild, and ooh yeah. Yeah, essentially that shouldn't matter. Yeah, I still don't find it very secure to use a linked list. That's purely me, and yeah, says the guy who's made a couple of programming languages. I believe that I've made 3. I can actually go ahead and look. 1. Let's say not that one. 2. 3. Yeah, I made 3. And it's not working again. Oh yeah, look at that. We actually get it. That's cool. That's quite cool. So now, so it's parse. No, what's it called? I don't know. It's now lowering it to a machine instruction. which we can go ahead and send to there. We could go through every opera and then just send. So that one. Yeah, the only thing that I have where I have read add child is so that I can use my big brain linked list. Or, and here's my idea, I can go through every IR and every child of theirs. Have just one big thing with a vector of instructions. Can also do that. Because now I need to do like recursive calls, and that's quite unsafe. But nah, just keep it like that. If I need another language front, I can just add it. Make sure that it outputs to this IR, which, yeah, you can just copy. No, you can even like do to the AST, which I have in here. Not that one. This. You can even go ahead and append to the AST. You do need children and operands in it, however. But if you just can compile to this AST, you can make your own language front. If it like breaks some of the code and you submit a pull request, I will deny that. But if you just don't touch any of the other code, yeah, why not? And if anybody has any suggestions, go for it. I don't care. So, instruction. We need to check the type of the instruction. So, where's my unordered list? That was in CodeGen. In here is the unordered list. I have like an unordered list for this. Where I have like the number of arguments and so and such. So I will go ahead and place those just above lower, because not everybody needs to have access to them. And how do we do that? Yeah. Just like that. And of course so we just need to switch on the, and look at that, inst enum. Very handy. Wait, yeah, how do we extract that? We go through everything in the instruction map, and then if it's in there, we just switch on. Alright. And the reason why I did it like that is so that I can actually go ahead and use more of those. So, inst enum. Which cases do we have? We have definition, store, and exit. Let me copy those, paste, do like that, case, like this, and do a break. And because this is C++, inst enum. Alright, and this now should do. So I'm going to do that. So variable definition. Yeah, we need to save like all of the variables. So I'm gonna cut those from here. I'm gonna cut that, and yeah, you know, just cut that, and go to the IR. It's basically just going back and forth. Doing that, struct var like that, and then just placing them in the instruction. So you can actually go ahead, and if you have like another like body, which is also an instruction, you can actually declare variables for that body. With like the parent can access the child, but the child cannot access the parent, so that's not gonna work. But anyway, yeah, variables. For now we don't have scope, so it's just going to be a container there. The variable definition is going to be yeah, we're going to be making a variable. So variable with the what does it want? It wants nothing. Oh yeah, because I need to set the bits width. Was it BW, or did I give it some expensive name to sound more cool? I did just call it BW. So BW is always going to be reserved keyword. Always reserve the highest number possible. And then variable, I don't need to declare there's a function, I could just do that. And then we have the name. That's the something else. It's the name, but it's not the name, if you know what I'm saying. And I don't have the int map, which is pretty bollocks. Yeah, I need to actually go ahead and copy this, because otherwise, yeah, it isn't gonna work. And that's for that one, and that's for that one. Yeah. And like the name is gonna be how did we extract the name? A name, oh yeah, that's just a name. Which I am gonna go ahead and copy like that. And fuck off. So it's the IR, so it's I.get operands a 0 and then the data. And then wait a minute, we don't need to actually append that. Yeah, we need to append it to the yeah, so we can just do red dot add variable of variable. And then we can just, copy that and just select like that and just replace it with var, and then instead of this I am going to go ahead and do var. And yeah, that now works. I believe, if my code is correct, it should work. But mostly we know that my code isn't correct, so it doesn't. I'm not gonna lie. Shit, as variable, and then yeah, that's done. A variable store. How are we? Wait a minute. Yeah, we are going to make every operand, so we don't even need this, because we can just have like a type, like an minst type with the type. And then just have that set to that. Yeah. And then we can just do like a variable definition. Minst type. Well, we have, and I am getting. Oh yeah, that's for that. We are having like variable definition and variable store. And we also need like an exit, and that's to like highlight where. I did not say that. where we want to place this. So if we have like an exit like somewhere else, yeah, at the end we're gonna paste an exit, which means that we can remove that, and then just also don't do that, but paste like this in there, and do like something like that. And then if we didn't specify an exit, but we specified a return, we are going to append that. Otherwise, we are just going to call exit procedure. And yeah, which is basically just gonna exit it. And in start, we don't need that. So this simplifies it a lot. We have variable definition, variable declaration, variable assign, and then an exit, an exit. I don't know how to pronounce it. You exit the program. So we don't need this. We do need that. We do need that. This. I don't know, because this is for the code gen. Do we want to save the equivalent type? I don't know. What I do know is that this doesn't have a type, which is pretty weird if you ask me, but that's just how it is. Because the first instruction in the IR is this, which is that, which is a function. So the first thing that we actually always write is this. But since that we don't have that, yes, since that we don't have that, do we also want like a function declaration? Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. We can add like support for function decl. And no, I'm not gonna write function declaration because then it's gonna be longer. So function. Yeah, add operand, and maybe in the child, like in the current thing, if that's that, then red dot set type with the minst type, yeah, minst type function declaration, and more time for more function stuff, which remove that, remove var, remove the for declaration, that, and just void set type of an minst type, and then just underscore type equal to type. And when I need like the get type, I can just implement the function that does that by copying one of the other. So if we encounter an instruction, first thing that we do is we set the type. So set type instruction type. No, we don't know it yet. So what we can go ahead and do is in each respective function, we can set the type to this one being a variable declaration. I am very consistent with my naming. This one to a variable store, and that one's an exit. Yeah, it's called exit. So variable definition. What do we need to save? So we know that we parse a variable definition. So it is getting parsed in the BSS section. So then we do an add operand with the name. And I can actually go ahead, and because I know that it's a function, I only need like one operand, which is the name. So we don't have to do that bullshit of two names, we can just do one name. And the same for that one, which we have at the first part, which ir dot get operands dot add 0, and then the data, and store oh wait a minute, we need the FMT format. FMT format like that. Because otherwise, yeah, we're just going to create a lot of bugs. And like that. And exit, yeah, that just sets the type, and it doesn't do anything else. And this one is like 1 and then the data, which is pretty handy. And while that's compiling, I am gonna go and check on my Discord channel, because I got like a notification from Discord. This should now not work. Yeah. This one doesn't work. So Nasm doesn't work anymore, so I'm just going to, comment all of that out. Now comment the code out. And just, we aren't, oh, that's way too far. Just comment that out, and then just return an empty string. Same for this one, but here we can just comment all of the code out, so we don't get any more errors. And no. Why? Wait. And then start something. Oh yeah, I need to include unordered map. Include unordered map. And can you what if I add like this in front of it? Will it then work? Oh, it's just missing the I. I can go ahead and fix that. Now, oh wait a minute, no it doesn't work. Var, what did I call that then? Oh, var def. Yeah, I can just gonna. Yeah, I called it def. So I need to call that shit also def. Yeah, it is def. Why aren't you? Oh my. Some things are just designed to not work. IR. Oh. Yeah, I need to like switch out all the IR for oh, I need to switch that one out for name. And then I need to switch these one out for this. And preferably that's that. Alright. And that was this episode of Compiler Assisted Refactoring, and if I'm getting one more error, I'm ending this stream early. Alright, no errors. Yes, I can do that. Alright, so it works. And please give me that also. Also give me that. Alright, it works. And then now somebody suggested changes. Pragma wants eel. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to live with it. I am not switching to if not defined, then define, and then end if. I'm not switching to that. Well, maybe I can actually. We can just do hashtag find all pragma, and then just change them to an if not defined. Define then end if. We're gonna go ahead and do all of that, and with that I only need to change all of the header file. I believe that clocked wasn't changed. Yep, that one wasn't changed, otherwise it was gonna be a huge pain. So if not defined, I need to go ahead and now take all of the end ifs and place them at the end. And I need to add like the file names and all of that. Hey, look at that, 69 lines. Very nice. And we now, maybe we can go ahead and get started on like that of the emit, but I kind of want to have something to do for like in the like for the rest of the day. So I am going to do that, and yeah, now I need to do vexor vex underscore h, and I can essentially do that for all of the header files. Vexor semma h. And vexor parser h. Same for here. Vexor, not double x. Lecture header. Vexor IR header, and this is defined somewhere, I just don't know where. I don't know, I guess my intelligence will find it, I don't know. Vexor AST header, and finally vexor code gen x86 64 header, and this should now compile. AST printing doesn't. Alright, so I'm just going to read through them. You can know that you're. Well, there. How would I print like this? Wait, I'm gonna quickly ask. What do you mean by that? Because like, I understand it, but I don't know what it means. No prefix handling. Shit, that's actually really good. Really good. But yeah, like, I don't really want to do that. This check and error message are detrimental. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this, like I had like something that like in the semma, which is the semantic analysis, I did like this. But like yeah. Like the next error message defines it way clearer. So I can just do or the var dot size equal to 0. So that's also gonna work, I believe. So that's fixed. I can go ahead and commit that. Where's that? There. Add fix for. No, not really like that. What would be a good commit message? Move var dot size is equal to 0 to error of not var not defined commit. And this is, and I am not going to, like, it cannot be synced because yeah, that's right there. The check right below will handle that case, and the error message it provides is much better. Yeah, I still like to do it like that, so it actually checks if it's equal to 0 and not just assumes that it's not equal to 0. Because coming from C, I know that this is pretty... I like include this everywhere where I check if something is in something. Like I know for loops don't can handle that, and if it's root, I know that something went wrong in parser. I've done this type of AST before, it absolutely sucks. What type of AST do you mean? 80, 48 and 49. 48 and 9. Wait. 40. No, I know. 48 and... Wait, he means 48 and 47. Yeah, those. It absolutely sucks. Well, that's a bit up to you. Well, it seems nice not to have a for each step. It also means that we constantly forget how many operands there are meant to be. Wait, do you mean that I don't know how much? If you just look at like the CodeGen or like IR, I don't know which one. No, not CodeGen, because CodeGen takes an IR. It's like the IR and like the old IR gen. The IR gen from the Discord, from this one. You can actually see. Oh shit, 8.8. It's like in the not give me IR gen. No, give me that one. You can actually see that I check how many operands there are. Like yeah, I don't really know. Yeah. Operands there are meant to be and in what order. Yeah, that's basically why I have like expect and like push and stuff. Not this one. Like I handle like the ordering. I handle in like the parser. So if you see here, we expect an identifier, which is the name, and then we first push the name, and then push that. So I know that we have one operand, and we just cycle through every operand and just check if they are in the correct order. But I get what you mean. Still wrong Discord. I get what you mean. Yeah, I will add comments after the stream. Thank you. Wait, let me actually read this. Well, it seems nice not to have defined specific value for each type of HT node. It means that you also... Yeah, wait, let me... I don't know if there were unions in C. Because he says that he said that that he's done that before, and he constantly forgot how many operands are for each. Because his language was quite big. You know, it had like for loops, while loops. It had everything. It was Turing complete. So he forgot that almost every time. And yeah. So he's suggesting that that's gonna be quite tricky to implement, Because like now I can just add another one. Just add it to the print. And then just... Wait, can't we just go ahead and like expect the number of arguments like in here? Yeah, like variable declaration. And in there, we can go ahead to not equal to 2 for variable assignment. But maybe what we can do in like assignment, we can actually do an AST later on for like binary operations, sorry. And then root, yeah, it's just if we get a root back, like we don't expect anything. So if we get a root, it's like, yeah, have fun with it. I'm not gonna check it. So first off, we did something like that. Not enough arguments provided for variable assignment. So like that. And then what we need to do, like my lecture and bare bones are bare bone for a reason. Lecture and parts are bare bones for a reason. Wait, I was doing something. Oh yeah, I was working on here. So I'm first going to get this finished, and then yeah, just add that. And yeah, so it works. And if we, where is it lower? Where's emit? Compiling that. Where is emit? Oh, M instruction emit. So it should be in the IR then, right? It isn't. Wait, where is it? Because it's defined in here. Oh, it's just in the header. Yeah, we can maybe go ahead and try and print the things. So we do this, and not that, but we loop through every child. So we go through for M instruction inst in the children. We do inst dot emit. Nice. And then in here we do a static cast to an integer of the type I just also did that somewhere in like the codegen, and I didn't do the codegen correctly. Why not? No, it was in the AST. It was somewhere. I know that. That's the only thing I know. Yeah, static cast. Oh, time for Steve Stalkcast, because I forgot how to do that. Int of the type. Because in this language you can't just print enums directly. Normally, in like every other language, which isn't C++, even in our language, I want to be able to like have like an enum. Once it's done, finish. Once it's done compiling, I will go ahead and do that. I do have comments, however, like that. And so we are going to, you can declare like an enum, which you have like var 1, 2, 3, all of that. And then you can, if you call print with unlike variable 1, this will print like 0 because we're starting from 0. Or we can start from 1. Depends on how we want to do that. Because if we start from 1, we're going to have to add n minus 1 to it. So I think it's better if we, it's just going to be plus 0. Plus the 0th element. So if you have like enum at 0, this is going to be equal to var variable 1. Because we add 0 in that enum offset to get to the required element. Like that. And if it finishes loading, I can go ahead and move out. Otherwise, just gonna crash. And yeah, like I just basically, like how I handled comments was like I first check if it's the comment symbol and if it's less than the index. I do that in both loop, by the way. And then if the index is greater than the content size or the current character is null terminator, we're just going to return an EOF. And yeah, that works. 0, 1, 2, 3. What's 0, what's 1, and what's 2 and 3 and stuff. Alright, 0, 1, 2, 3. Definition, store, and exit. I get another. I got one too much. That's not what I was expecting. Like I don't have any. What could that possibly be? Like I know that they were printed from like this. Oh yeah, it loops for every child. And calls emit. Which isn't correct. Oh yeah, wait a minute. It's a function declaration for like the root. We can even, because I know that everything has like an operand, even print like operands dot at 0. That's gonna return a standard string. We can even do this. And hopefully it'll compile. And if not, yeah. I still don't actually know, like, yeah. You know what's funny? Like when I was working on like another compiler, they also used FMT, purely because you could do that and you didn't have to use sprintf and IOStream and such. So they, but when I like included FMT, it worked straight away, and then in this compiler when I tried to do it, it didn't work. It was just, nope, I am not gonna do that. And so I just casually figured out, like, I was using make, they were using CMake, and like I saw that they had like where is it? Yeah, in this submodules and include directories. I don't have include directory, but they had like this, and yeah, I didn't have that. So that was like really really buggy, so I just switched to CMake, because otherwise everybody, fuck, and oh yeah, because that's the word. So I just switched to CMake, because yeah, I could just copy their implementation and not have to worry about it. And yeah, now it like works. And now it doesn't anymore, because I am also in the wrong file. Why am I constantly in the wrong file? Oh yeah, we can use some operands dot size is greater than 0. If that's true, then we can use this. Otherwise we can just use none, which should work if my build system is set up. Not my build system, my C doesn't complain about it. My C++ doesn't complain about it. Cause C won't. Like, I know that if I like plug this into C, get all the necessary headers and such, it'll just compile without any problems. That's why I actually use C more often than that I use C++. Because on C++ I can just C, I don't have to worry about anything related about yeah, safety. Like, type safety, don't like that. Just give me raw values. Just let me use enums in printf. Printf is also pretty unsafe, by the way. I like, when I was like developing something, I don't know what, I actually got like a lot of errors and warnings. No, not even errors. I got like runtime exceptions. I didn't even know C had those. And they were basically telling me, yes, we can't print anymore to the screen, so we're gonna exit. And half of my programs felt that way. They just didn't print anything and they just exited. And I was like, yeah, why do you do that? And it was because of printf that I was not checking the return value. I didn't even know it had a return value. Yeah, like that. X, and none. So root, X, and none. Why? Oh yeah, because I'm an idiot. Where is it? Print, not that. Oh yeah, and lower. Red. There is something. Yeah, exit. Exit is not doing that correctly. Oh yeah, because I am not handling it. Why am I not getting... Yeah, look at that. This is... I am handling it, by the way. This is not sending any operands, so this is the exit. And the machine code that we should generate from that is global root root. So basically we should do this. Like, I am just quickly gonna try and do that. And yeah, IR. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna essentially switch on the type. And then we have the case of function declaration break. We are going to print like the global with the name and then the name itself. We can do underscore operands dot at 0, not 1, 0. And yeah, and if we now recompile that, we should get the function declarations working. We don't, but we should. Alright, let me actually keep an eye out on this file. Because it should go ahead and write the thing that I want. And it doesn't. Oh yeah. Because it's this bullshit thing where I have to actually do it twice. Like that. But the maybe in like IRGen we can actually go ahead and not do it like that, but do it like _start. Because that's actually the entry point that LD tries to find, and if we have this that defined there, it's gonna work. Yeah. I still don't like that about C++. Because we can't just actually access enums without their struct. Yeah, I believe you can, but then you can't do this, and then just become public to everybody. So you can't actually have multiple names for that. There's one thing that I am finding stupid, by the way, which is that in this you can't just do EOF, because EOF is like -1, and it's like a built-in keyword in C++ itself. And I am not going to be caring about defaults. I do have them enabled, however, but I just not care about that. What would happen if I enabled conversion, actually? Because I know that this also needs to be changed. Because I know that in C it's pretty aggressive. I once tried to build a web server in C with conversion on and the default set to 89. It was cursing at me. Like, it didn't want to execute any code that I was writing. Even with all an error, and conversion, switch enum, like all of the warnings, even missing prototypes enabled. It just, yeah. I still kept getting errors on with conversion, and it did it correctly. Yeah. And so now we see that we have written this beautiful thing. And some of you might say, oh, why aren't you adding more depth to it and such? Well, because I am planning on rewriting it in itself, so I just want to be able to define variables for once, have like comments. Include's also going to be fun, because I need to do it all over again, and I need to be able to save the file which it was included from. So yeah, and yeah, so I'm just getting the necessary stuff up and running before I'm actually going to go ahead and do like the rest. And I didn't get any errors, which is not surprising. Instruction type. Next one, variable definition. This one is just going to be a comment. Name is defined in segment.bss. New line. Underscore operands dot at 0. That's variable definition, not anything else. Machine instruction type store, which I have as the AST as assign, but yeah, I don't want that. So this one is gonna be interesting, because we have the value in, so we can just do move this, that,